In this video, we are going to see how to create Microsoft Outlook events from new Typeform responses. So every time a new entry has been received in Typeform, then with the response received, you want to create an event in Microsoft 365 calendar. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application will be Typeform and your action application would be Microsoft Office 365. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in, and as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And as we do that, again we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this, and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is that every time a new Typeform response has been received, then automatically with the information received, an Outlook event must be created. So I'm going to click on create. As I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be Typeform. Let's click on this. And now the trigger event, so this is the event that is going to make this workflow run. This would be new entry. Every time a new response is received, then this workflow is going to run. I'm going to click on connect, and as I do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with Typeform account. So I'm going to click on add new connection, connect with Typeform. I have already logged into my Typeform account, and here we are just going to accept because it's requesting for access. So once this is done, here you can see authorization has been successful. Now as I refresh this, here you can see that it has already taken the name of the form, new event details. Let me take you to my Typeform, and here there is only one workspace, my workspace, and here I have created a form. The name is new event details. Let me show you this form. So here we have got the following fields: event name, event description, start date, end date, and then we have the contact information of the attendees. So I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and as I click on save and send test request, here it is asking me to do a test submission in the application in order to capture the response. So now I'm going to go back to Typeform, and here I'm going to click on publish. As I do that, here we have received a link. I'm going to copy this, open this in a new tab. So as I do that, here we can see that the form has opened right in front of us. Now first of all, the event name. So let's say the name of the event is testing 123. Okay, now what am I going to do here? I'm going to do a team meeting regarding promotions. Okay, then we have the start date. So here you can see the time has been mentioned, which is 10 a.m. So this event is going to start at 10 a.m. because here in Typeform you cannot actually mention the time apart from here, like in the description part. So let's say the month is March and the start time is 1st of March, the year is 2023. Then we have the end time, so it has been mentioned as 6 p.m. Again, I'm going to mention the date, which is 2nd March, and the year is 2023. So once this is done, now the contact information of the attendee. So I'm going to first add India here, yes, and then first name, let's say it is new, and the last name is user. Then we have the phone number. This here is the phone number. Then we have the email address, which is newyuser@pabblytudes.com. Let's say the company is Pabbly Connect. I'm going to click on submit. As soon as I do that, taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here we have received the API response. As I scroll this down, so here you would be able to see the details. So this here is the name of the company. Then we have got the phone number, the email address. Then we have the first name, last name, and here is the start date. So basically this is the due date and this here is the start date. and this is the description. So once we have received this information, what is my objective? My objective here is to create a Microsoft Outlook event. So I'm going to choose an action application here, which is Microsoft 365. Let's click on this. And the action event here would be to create a event in calendar. Let's click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with Microsoft Office 365 account. I'm going to click on add new connection, connect with Microsoft Office 365, and here it is asking me to access the account. Let's click on yes. So once this is done, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. So now here we have to map this information, the calendar, subject, content type. So let me take you to my Microsoft Office 365. Here we went to Outlook, and here within Outlook we have calendar. So you can see here that I have got only one calendar created. The name is calendar itself. So it has already been taken by the system. Now the subject. So here I'm going to map the name of the event. So let's go to the previous step here. So as I take you down, so the name of the event is testing 123. Okay, this is the name of my event. So I want the subject to be the same. Then the content type is plain text. Now what is the content? Here I'm going to add the description. So as I scroll down, here is the description. Now comes the start date. So here we have to map this information in this format. So we do have the year, month and date, but we don't have the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to map this information like this. First I'm going to take the start date. This here is the start date. Okay, and here I also have to mention the time. So I'm just going to write this manually because this is going to remain the same for all my events. So the start time is 10 a.m. So I'm going to write 10:00:00. Okay, this is how you have to mention the time. Next is the start time zone. So here I'm going to choose Asia Kolkata time, and then we have the end date. So again I'm going to map the end date. So this here is the end date, and now I'm going to write time, which is 6 o'clock in the evening. So I'm going to write 18:00:00. Okay, so once we have written this, now the end time zone is again Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, and then the reminder. So I want to send a reminder 30 minutes prior to the event. Then the importance is normal, sensitivity is normal, so you can choose as per the importance of your event. And then the location, I'm going to leave this blank. You can add the location as well. Now you have to show the attendee as free, tentative, busy, so I'm going to just write tentative. Now the name of the attendee. So the name of the attendee here was new. So this is the first name. I'm going to put a space, and then we have the user. So this is the last name. Then we have the email address. So let's look for the email address here. This is the email address. And finally the type, optional, required or resource. This is required. I'm going to click on save and send test request. Now as I do that, here we have received the API response according to which this event must be created in the calendar. Let's go to calendar, and yes, here you can see 10 a.m. testing 123. This particular event has been created, which basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Typeform. Let's refresh this page. And here we are going to fill in another form. So let's say the name of your event is this time team meeting. Okay, what is the description? This is regarding appraisals. Then we have the start date. So let's say it is March, and the day is 5th of March 2023. Then we have the month. Again, for the end date, it is the same, which is 5th March. Okay, 2023. Now the next thing is contact information. So let's say the name of the person here is new 123, last name is user, and then we have the phone number. First I'm going to look for the country. Here it is, and then we have the phone number. So here is the phone number. Then the email address is new123@pabblytudes.com. This is the name of the company. I'm going to click on submit. So the moment this has been submitted, what should happen? Automatically this event should be created in the calendar. Let's go to calendar, and here you can see that on 5th of March this particular event has been created, which basically means that our integration process is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application was Typeform, where the event was new entry, and our action application was Microsoft Office 365, where the event was create event in calendar. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.